Hey friends, Drew here in beautiful 𝗵𝘁'𝘀, Pennsylvania. Want to show off one of our projects we recently completed here. Customer's wife walked over, grabbed hold of one of those railings and realized it was a little bit loose. And so they started taking some deck boards off to see what they found. And they've got all of their composite decking back here laid out exactly how they took it off. And they found some pretty significant water damage. So we're going to walk you over, show you what we found here today. And our guy's been working all this morning and yesterday. We completely rebuilt this entire end here, this whole left side of the deck. The water had just gotten in between the fascia board and the joist and had completely damaged this whole end. All the 2x12s and the 2x6s, 2x10s, everything that's in there. And they had a couple of different ways that they put it together with several different boards. It was kind of unusual, but we got that all apart and we worked on putting in some new lumber, putting it back together, replaced these posts here, because that was the bottom of that was completely water damaged. And then the stair unit, I'm going to show you guys saw the before picture. It was completely destroyed. So all new stringers back in there, pretty much in the same configuration to what it was originally, because we want to make sure that the lumber that they're using, the composite decking they're going to put back is going to lay out in the same format. And when you're doing that, you got to kind of balance whether you're going to, correct any nuances of the original stair and make it so everything's a little bit more consistent the way that Norm would lay out a new stair versus, trying to match what it was existing so that the old composite decking can go back on. So that's sort of a balancing act and a challenge, and we try to do the best we can with that. So we've got new framing on this end, new picture frame boards in there to support that, and then we will walk you across. This is always kind of fun. I love this part. So we had a couple boards in here, and let's get you over close so you can actually see what's going on. Where you'll notice the water just completely ate through the top of some of these guys here. So we went back, and I'll come back and give you the wide shot now. We brought some what we call sistering, where we put some new boards in most of the way back, and so we've got that into some good lumber so that we know we've got good connection, good adhesion between the new boards and the old boards to hold everything together the way it needs to be done. So those are in there now. The entire front of the staircase. Now that Norm's finished with the impact gun, I can show you this. This here, this board was totally water damaged out. The one behind it, and of course what the stringers were attached to. So went through and replaced from here about 8-10 feet down to the other side there, and those two boards and two new railings here, two new post support railings here, and trying to get them back in the exact same spot that they were in before. So again, when the customer goes to put his railings back up, that all of his railing systems are going to work because they're in the same location that they were when he took it apart. So that adds a little bit of unique challenge to a project like this, where you're trying to kind of save what's there and allow them to reuse those materials and put back on. The deck's only 7 years old, and the pressure treated lumber went out. So we've recommended that when he's going to put bits back together, that he gets that rubber butyl tape and he puts on the top of all these stringers to help protect them. One other thing that you always worry about with decking is whether or not you've got good Z flashing against the house. And on this project, I noticed that they did do that, which is excellent. Bring you over here and show you what that looks like. So when you're putting your deck on, you really want to make sure you got a good piece of flashing here that comes down over the ledge board and then goes up behind your siding or whatever, and at the house wrap comes down over that, so that the layers are correct. So any water that gets behind their cement board here comes down on that house wrap out in front of that aluminum, and if it gets down here, it comes out on top. I don't know if you guys saw that deck collapse in New Jersey, but from what I could see from the pictures, it looked like that there probably wasn't any of that flashing there. And it looks like the water damage that we saw behind that ledger board, I'm guessing from afar, not being close up, I'm guessing that's what contributed to that deck collapse in New Jersey last summer. So really would strongly encourage that when you're building a deck, make sure that your contractor's putting the Z flashing in. And then you want that butyl tape, that rubberized tape up on top of these joists here. So again, to help prevent what we're seeing, where the water got down between the boards, got trapped in there, and then obviously damaged things. And here we are 7 years later, relatively speaking, a brand new deck, but having to take it apart and make some repairs. So that's what we've been working on the past couple days here in 𝗵𝘁'𝘀, Pennsylvania at 𝗂𝘁 Construction and Renovation. There's pretty much nothing that we don't get into. Bathroom, kitchen, basement renovations, finished basements, master bath makeovers, all of that, putting front entryways on your house, building a custom dream home. Whatever it is that you're looking for, if there's a problem that we can solve for you, give our team a call, 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for Cope Construction and Renovation, and extension 2 for new projects. And our office staff is available to serve you weekdays 9:30 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. We are your Pennsylvania home improvement contractor, number 88078. Remember, when we're done with it, it's not just done, it's Cope built. We'll catch you guys in another video. Bye for now.